Meanwhile, in the desert, it's the deleted sex scene from Rogue and Gambit, number 2.
Ow, 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 ow.
Share.
Shit.
Share.
Oh, sugar bits.
No, sorry.
Damn it. Ouch. Oh, ow.
Share.
All right, get out. Take it out. Take it out.
Share, what's wrong?
Oh, look, I'm sorry, sugar, but I'm just not feeling it. With the heat these days, I don't have my invulnerability. I'm getting a sunburn.
Bon nagar, you're from Mississippi.
I know, but also, all right, look, your dick is hitting the spot, but there's something I need to tell you. I'm kind of used to absorbing a bit of your psyche, and so us fucking without our powers, I basically just like kind of live through your head about how hot I am. And I think I'm just starting to realize that when we have sex, I'm basically just masturbating.
Oh, nom de pluie.
And now I'm just out here getting stuck by a cactus with your old dingle dangle going up inside me, and I'm just bored.
Well, can't you just look into my eyes, Cher? Look into my eyes.
That's another thing. I've been meaning to tell you. You don't got no pupils. You got those pink things, and it's fucking creepy.
Well, you just want to masturbate next to each other?
All right, yeah, let's lay back. All right. Okay.
Ow. Oh,
Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, sugar bits. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is episode 256 of CBQ Legacy. That's Comic Book Queers. My name is EvilJeff, and I am here with Brett.
Hi. I'm still laughing about sugar bits.
Sugar bits.
Oh, sugar bits. Oh, somebody write that into a Rogue comic.
Oh, my goodness. How are you doing, Brett?
Hey, I'm good. Let's go with that. How are you?
I'm fine. I mean, these days, that's the best you can do.
It's the best you can do. Listen, I knew months ago that April and May were going to be rough for me for a number of reasons, which we don't need to get into. And we're in the middle, like we're in act 1 of it. And
I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
I don't know. I got to check in with my own resilience because I think that's an overrated concept.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a breakdown.
Just have a breakdown. Have one today. Have one during the show.
I've never had a breakdown.
Yeah.
I've never had a breakdown.
You've never had a breakdown?
You know what?
Oh my God. I've had plenty of breakdowns.
I had a breakdown once in high school when I got my first college acceptance letter and they didn't give me the scholarship that I was hoping for. And I thought that that was a bellwether to not getting enough scholarship money to go to college in general. And I had kind of a breakdown.
Oh, see, I have panic attack disorder, so I'm just like having a breakdown. Like, you know, now it's time for a breakdown. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Like, that's like it just that's just like a daily
Once
thing
a week.
for me.
Once a week. And now it's time for a breakdown. Oh my God, that's the funniest thing we've ever said on this show.
Anyway, but I just had my birthday.
Oh, good.
And,
happy birthday.
That was fun. And so my week has been okay. And then there was Easter. My birthday was the same day as the death of Christ. So that was awesome.
Oh, that's fun. What is that? Good Friday, right?
Yeah. Great Friday.
Sounded like a great Friday to me. I mean, your birthday, not Jesus Christ's death.
I mean, whatever.
So didn't like 2 of your best friends just have birthdays also recently?
There used to be a time where I had a group of friends where everybody's birthday was in October. And for some reason, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 of my friends. No, 5 of my friends all have birthdays within a month of each other.
Back in the Chicago theater days, there were me and 3 other friends all had birthdays the same week, and we would always have a big to-do. It's fun when you have good friends who have birthdays around yours.
Yeah, but I hate when I was doing improv in the improv community, me and this guy, Eric Voss, who's the host of New Rock Stars.
Oh my God.
He has the same birthday as me. So there was a period of time where we were like, okay, because I was like, there was one year where we both like tried to have a party separately and invited all the same people. And then we were like, oh, we just have to have a joint birthday party. So for like maybe 3 years, we had a joint birthday party while we were doing Improv Olympics because it was all the same people and we didn't want to compete.
I can't believe it. Now you're both YouTube sensations.
Yeah. Well, has more.
Well, he's in front of the camera. You're behind it. You should team up and do a show on YouTube.
I've edited New Rockstars episodes, and I've been on those episodes with him.
I've seen that.
Yeah. I actually need to reach out to them and be like, hey, bring me back.
Tell Philip Molina to send me nudes.
I know. He is very sexy. It's so funny because when I first met him, he wasn't all big and beefy. And then when I went back to do New Rockstars, he's like, hey, it's so good to see you. And I'm like, when did you get all jacked? What the fuck?
What the fuck? That's great. Seeing someone and being like, when did you get all jacked? Oh,
yeah.
That's like a spooge.
I hate that because there's the two types of people. There's the people that spent the pandemic shoving food into their face, and then there's people that just spent it working out. I feel like everyone has either gotten buff or fat, and I'm just like,
I'm the former, but instead of food, it was red wine.
Oh yeah, red wine. I know you need to stick to you need to go to a more low calorie alcohol.
There's no such thing as a low calorie alcohol, but now I'm
sure it is. It's called weed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, have you gotten a trainer?
I did. I went on a personal trainer journey a few months ago for about 12 weeks, although we squeezed in a 13th because he liked me. And now I'm just, kind of replicating that and, improving and heightening where I can.
And so you're going to the gym how often?
I'm going to the gym about, I would say 3 times a week, maybe 4 if I'm not really busy at work.
What's the cruise factor at your gym?
It's high, girl. We go to an Equinox.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Well, okay.
So people are there for 2 reasons. To get Kiehl's products and to masturbate in the steam room.
Well, just remember, I had a little problem. I joined a Bally's years ago in Chicago, and I got kind of buff. I was doing well. And then I discovered the steam room, and slowly the time spent in the gym part versus the steam room.
Got to be careful.
Started to get a little imbalanced where then they're like, you go to the gym 5 times a week and I don't see your biceps are going away. What's happening? I'm like,
you look worse.
I'm like, but I feel great.
And you're all wrinkly like a raisin.
Yeah, but for some reason, your flexibility, your legs can just go behind your head now.
Your blood flow looks great.
Yeah, so you have to just be careful.
Be careful.
Let's hit some hot topics. Let's hit the music.
Yeah. Okay.
We got some hot topics. Yeah. What are the hot topics? I think you have some things you wanted to talk about.
I have a number of MCU related things I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
To you first, though, I want to talk about something that you don't in any way want to talk about, and that is
no
the release of the teaser trailer for American Horror Story season 12.
Did you like wasn't the last season New York?
I did like it.
And you liked it? Did you like how it
ended?
Let's
think how it ended. No. So
okay,
this
is why I don't understand why people still watch this.
This is what you do. You don't watch the final episode. Like the penultimate episode, you're always like, that was amazing. What a good season. Wait, why is there one more episode? Happens every time.
They're like, hey, we need one more episode to make it completely horrible.
Happens every time. And it was they in the last episode of New York, they followed one character as he slowly died of AIDS over many decades.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So that was what the killer, the bad guy was AIDS?
Turned out he was AIDS, yeah. That's
so depressing.
Like that masked buff daddy, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's
so
the
depressing.
theme? What's the theme for this
So
season?
The teaser trailer, first of all, it was shared by Kim Kardashian. So red flag number 1.
Is she in it?
It's like animation. It's just like credits animation and, this like AHS stuff. And you hear, it's like Ring Around the Rosie or like some children's song played slow. And you're like, okay, we're off to a good start. And then all of a sudden a name comes up to the, and it's Emma Roberts. And I was like, we're off to a good start. And then an ampersand and then Kim Kardashian. And I was like, and fuck.
What?
And then it says
that's
R.
it. It's American Horror Story, Emma Roberts and Kim Kardashian, the two most evil people in Hollywood.
That's right. It's just listening to them have a conversation.
Oh my God.
It said Emma Roberts and Kim Kardashian are Delicate. And I was like, what is that? And why is it children's music, like baby stuff? And I was like, ooh, it would be cool if it was Rosemary's Baby stuff. And then I looked up, Delicate is actually a reference to a novel that's coming out soon. So this feels very like cross-promotion-y and icky. But it's essentially like a feminist update of Rosemary's Baby. I forget the name of the book. It's Delicate something.
Didn't they already do Rosemary's Baby? Didn't Jessica Lange from season 1 wasn't like...
right?
Well, didn't that already happen? Oh, Jesus Christ. Burn it all
it was
to the
part
ground.
of it. It wasn't like the theme was Murder House. It just so happened that there was a pregnant woman in the murder house. So you're going to draw parallels to Rosemary's Baby, but this is like Rosemary's Baby.
What was the line in, was it Covet? What was the one where she gets trapped in hell and Jessica's like, I smell the pine. What is that one?
Is that Naughty Pine?
Naughty Pine? That's the last episode, right?
She's trapped.
The only good thing from a last episode.
Yeah, she gets trapped in hell. And she's trapped in the guy who she didn't love's cabin. And he's like, I caught catfish. And she's like, get that out of my face. Is that Naughty Pine?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I hate it's going to be terrible. And here's the thing that I hate. It's you and my other best friend, Ron. Ron will call me every week when a new one comes out. And he's like, Jeff, you got to watch it. I'm like, I'm never going to watch it. Shut up.
He regrets saying it. I would tell you this because I met Ron, and Ron and I we're cut from the same cloth, I feel. And I would say that to you, and then inside I would be like, he's going to hate it because it's bad.
But this is the worst part, is then we get to the last episode, and he's like, it ended up turning out really stupid. And I'm just like, you are in an abusive relationship with Ryan Murphy.
That's right.
Where you keep thinking it'll be different, and it needs to stop. I can't.
Never.
I can't.
Never.
Actually, though,
Just like American Horror Story, it will never end.
But I want us to start a new show. It's actually an old show. It's been out for a while, but I want us to start watching it. And I'll try to remind you next week. And I believe it's on Netflix. It's called Slasher.
What is that?
It's an anthology, like Scream slasher killer series.
Oh, fun.
And each season, it's a different serial killer in a different place that's like killing off teens.
Okay.
And like one, it's like in the 1800s, like Jack the Ripper. One, it's like in a snow lodge, like a ski lodge. One, it's like just so it's like each season is like a different thing.
Do they always kill the serial killer at the end?
I have no idea. I haven't watched any of them, so I don't know.
Have you? So there's another show along the same lines. It is kind of slasher. And holy fuck, I can't remember the name. It is on Hulu. It is a British boy who sneaks his way into a job on a mega cruise ship because his sister went missing on that cruise ship 3 months prior. And for fuck's sake, I can't remember the name, but I watched a few episodes and it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
But we should stop talking about horror.
Let's talk about the
talking
MCU.
about the MCU. Hit the. Oh, we already did the music.
We did the music already.
That's right. So EvilJeff, remember when like I said, I met your friend Ron. That was on the trip where I came to visit you, and then on that trip we went to Disney California Adventure. What the hell's it called?
California Adventure.
Yeah, Disney's California Adventure Park, and we went to Avengers Campus.
Yep.
Which was a little lackluster, but still fun.
Yeah.
There was a theater there that wasn't being used, and now it's being used, and it's the reason we're going to have a revisitation of that trip, because I got to come visit you, and we got to go see Rogers the Musical from Hawkeye being performed live each and every day in that theater at Avengers Campus. Thank you so much.
That's going to be so much fun. How long is it? Is it just like...
It's a one act.
It's a one act? Okay.
It's a one act. So
I'm
what?
excited.
We're talking a half hour?
Yeah.
So excited. Dream job. Can you imagine being an actor in that show?
I'm sure that's not their dream job.
Well, then they're miscast.
I'm sure they're like, I want to be on Broadway.
I mean, it's the next best thing.
Oh, I'm sure they're happy. Everyone's happy for a job. I knew someone that was an Aladdin.
Oh, yeah? Did you say in Aladdin?
Was
or
an Aladdin. Like they walked around as Aladdin. Actually, now they're a she. So, but pre-transition, they were
a whole new world.
Exactly. Great. But what's going on with the MCU? I'm worried about, I heard that they're like kind of canceling a lot of the TV shows that they were going to do.
They're not canceling. They're spreading them out so they can focus on quality more. I think a key learning from Phase 4 was they stretched themselves too thin. Their ambition outweighed their ability, their availability. I think they learned a lot from Phase 4 and the backlash to it and are adjusting. So what I've heard is they're going from 4 movies and 4 TV shows a year to about 2 shows and 3 movies a year. So things are just like this saga is going to take longer than they had previously said, but who cares?
I care. This is just delaying the X-Men for years and years.
That's true, but we'll get crumbs.
We've gotten one crumb like a year and a half ago or some shit.
I know. But I am holding faith that we're going to get the first mutant, like X-Men mutant we get. It's going to be Margot Robbie as Emma Frost. I'm telling you.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Telling you. So right now, the only Disney Plus show that has an exact date is Secret Invasion, which is June 21st of this year.
Okay.
Agatha and Loki no longer have hard dates, according to my research.
Yeah.
But I think it'll result in better quality films and movies, films and TV shows. So win.
Speaking of Margot Robbie, that Barbie movie looks so fucking good.
So good. The promotions have been genius.
Yeah.
The casting, genius.
I think that movie's gonna fucking slaughter.
I think it's gonna be the movie of the summer.
Yeah. I'm excited.
It looks so good. There are, speaking of trailers and speaking of Secret Invasion, did you see that trailer?
The Secret Invasion trailer?
Yeah.
When was that? When did that come out? Oh shit, I didn't watch it.
A week ago?
No, I didn't see it.
It's really interesting, and I have new intel.
Okay, give it to me.
On who Emilia Clarke is playing.
I thought she was Agent Brand.
So that's not confirmed, although she could be Agent Brand, but who she, I think, really is
a Skrull.
Is actually, the daughter, the little girl Skrull from Captain Marvel.
Oh, but we don't know who she's pretending to be.
So she could live her life as Agent Abigail Brand of S.W.O.R.D. Think about it. She was best friends with who? Monica Rambeau as little children in the original Captain Marvel. So why wouldn't she have joined S.W.O.R.D.?
Is Monica Rambeau in Secret Invasion?
No, but she is in the Marvels.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's in Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion looks to be pretty much Nick Fury in terms of characters. I mean, in terms of main characters.
Yeah.
There's, we have Martin Freeman is back as Agent Ross, right? From Black Panther.
So does that mean, will Julia Louis-Dreyfus be in it?
Probably. Can I do you one better?
Sure.
She's a Skrull.
Oh, you think she's a Skrull? Okay, that would make sense.
Head of the CIA? Yeah. I think they do show in in this trailer, they do show a clip of Martin Freeman on the run. He's like in a dark alley. There's cop lights he's trying to avoid. So if we remember from Black Panther Wakanda Forever,
he got freed when he was going to jail.
He got freed by Okoye. But what is he on the run for? Does he find out that his ex-wife is a Skrull?
Or was that Okoye who freed him a Skrull?
Correct. Is he a Skrull?
Are you a Skrull?
On the run.
Am I a Skrull?
Are you a Skrull? I can't wait for this shit. I'm sorry. There is another prominent actor who's in this is Don Cheadle as Rhodey.
Oh, right. Oh,
Say
good,
it with
good,
me
good.
now.
Well, machine.
Skrull.
Oh, Skrull. Okay, yeah.
I think he's going to be our Spider-Woman, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, when are we going to get Spider-Woman? I will say I did see the trailer. I saw the trailer for the new Spider-Man.
Across the
Spider-Verse, and there looks like there is a lady spider, like a black spider lady who looks
and that
like
is Jessica Drew.
Is that going to be Jessica Drew?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
a black
girl.
Jessica Drew with a fucking amazing afro. I am
Hell yeah.
100%
She
here
looks
for
dope
that.
as hell.
Okay, that I'm really happy because if that becomes canon, but then is Jessica? I guess is Spider-Woman? Is she's so entrenched in the Avengers world and not the?
I wonder
Is
if
she only
like
on the Sony side?
Sony property. Yeah, she
I'm
is
curious.
to me more of an Avengers character than
Right?
a Spider character. Yeah.
Oh,
But,
but yeah.
it's probably murky. It's like a Quicksilver.
Give me some Jessica Drew, please. I will
Yes,
say this. I
please.
saw a trailer for that. I didn't see the trailer for Secret Invasion. Did see the trailer for the Spider-Verse movie. I also saw a trailer for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, so did I before
And
Dungeons
the
and
animation
Dragons.
looks really fun. It actually
really
looks
fun.
really fun.
Yeah, it's a great take.
Yeah. Other than other animated movies that were released that I'm going to talk about later.
Oh, girl. Okay. What I really like is they feel very teenage, which is not something they've ever felt before.
I know. It's
Like
the
they're
only
like these muscly guys.
Yeah, and it's the only mutants we're going to get anytime soon.
Did you hear that some Florida state Republican compared trans people to the X-Men and said it was a problem? Said mutants live among us, just like in the X-Men movies in Marvel Comics. The X-Men, they're mutants, just like trans people. You are on the opposite side of the X-Men and in your little speech, and you think you're a good guy?
I know. So he's saying that the X-Men are the bad guys in the X-Men comic. Jesus Christ.
Everyone else in the world, dude, has the reaction of like, oh wait, the X-Men live among us?
And then also
Finally,
he's like,
hell yeah.
did you realize that like the X-Men are like a metaphor for trans and gay people?
Did you know that?
Duh.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
More MCU news. As of today, so we're recording this on the day before the Marvel's trailer drops because Marvel just tweeted out some audio from space and it's somebody asking, where is Monica Rambeau? Where is Monica Rambeau? And then boom, trailer tomorrow.
Oh shit. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun. We have a Monica Rambeau movie.
Love it.
Love it. I would love it to end with her joining Next Wave. With Boom Boom. And Boom Boom is our first X-Men movie.
And of course, Elsa Bloodstone.
And Elsa Bloodstone.
Yes.
Who we have.
That would be kick ass. Wait, who was the other? Wasn't there a fourth?
It was Captain Fuck and Machine Man.
Captain Fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. Wait, no, who
Yep.
were the four? Wasn't it four girls though?
It was, well, Boom Boom, Bloodstone, Monica.
And then who was the fourth one?
There
was
maybe it was
another
just
one,
them three.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. Anyway, should we talk about X-Men?
Let's hit the music.
I was reading X-Men comics in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Yeah.
Oh, X-Men, X-Men.
Oh, X-Men. Where art thou, X-Men?
We have 3 comics to go over. We're about 1,000 years in the future of Immoral X-Men.
Yes, we are.
And I feel like they started off strong and it feels like it's getting a little whimper. It's like ending with a whimper to me. So they need to kind of bring it up for me.
Yeah, I agree. It moves the plot along, but it feels like it more set them up for Dominion.
Yeah. I want some more fun. Like, and I'll tell you this, like, I don't know. I find it weird that Rasputin is like, oh, I'm going to hang out with Sinister for 900 years. And then she's like, wait, you're actually a bad guy? And I'm like, it took you 900 years
900
to figure it out. My problem is all of this feels like, oh, maybe like 50 years went past, but 900.
It's like you fell in love with mirroring Powers of 10 with the 10, 100, 1000. And that I almost feel like that took away. You could have like done more reasonable math and it would have been fine.
Yeah. And it is weird where now it looks like 1,000 years from now, they've stopped it looks like, I think at some point, because they duplicated all of the 5, they kind of got rid of that. Like there can only be one of one particular mutant at any given time. And it looks like many clones of Exodus came about, but all of them felt I'm the real God. And so they've all feel the other ones are all heretics. So now there's just all of these Exodus that are like in battle with each other.
Which is how you destroy Exodus, which is fantastic. This also takes us back to that issue of Immortal X-Men. Was it the Sinister issue where they cut to that weird future where Sinister was in a Shaw flesh-powered spaceship and Exodus was gigantic and it, like swallowed him?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, it's that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can see he's just has a whole bunch of people that are just like these people in pods just made to believe in him because that's what makes him more powerful.
Gives him his size and power. Yeah.
So creepy and weird. And then we also get weird Crimson Crystal Emma Frost.
I think it's Gem of Sidorak, like Juggernaut.
So is she...
Doesn't she say that?
Yeah. But is she... And she was like, if you just touch me, you'll have the power of the Juggernaut. So she is now a Juggernaut.
Essentially, she's the gem. She replaced diamonds with whatever that's made of.
And then she's still a cunt, which, yeah.
Yeah, but she's an empress. About time.
And she ends up getting a call from a Doombot who is riding along with Sinister. And yes, Moira McTaggart.
Robot Moira.
Robot Moira.
She's still chilling, just hiding in the shadows, just being Moira.
And it just makes me also realize where she's like, yeah, we need to start this over. And I'm just like, I wish there was a little bit of more like, isn't she mad that he like cloned her and was doing this, and that why is she trusting him? And then is she, I want to know more. Like, I feel like she should be like wanting to have her power back to start over.
I don't know. I know if anyone can hold a 900-year-old grudge, it's Moira.
Yeah, I wish there was like more going on with that. She's kind of just like there. And then it looks like all that's left of the Brotherhood was that bonehead guy.
The metalhead guy?
Yeah, he's now all
Ironfire?
old. He's now old.
Yeah, I thought it was Odin. Literally thought it was Odin. And they're like, oh, it's John Ironfire. I'm like, really, is it? And we also have Cora. So both of these people with their hot blood are still alive.
Yes, and in the end, it seems like Emma, was it Emma or Xavier, the one that was talking to Rasputin in space to like get revenge on Sinister?
That is a good question.
Because someone psychically is like, hey, do you want to get revenge? I feel like you're thinking it's Emma, but I think it might be a twist in that it's actually Xavier.
It definitely sounds like Emma because of the, oh, hello, dear, you seem to have gotten yourself in a pickle, which is such Emma speak. But we don't have confirmation.
Yeah, I guess the oh dear does make it seem like it's Emma. But who knows?
Yeah,
maybe
I'm sure it is.
I mean, after 900 years, maybe Xavier is like, I've always been a fag.
I've always been a faggot. Ask Eric.
Yeah, that's right. I've wanted to suck Eric off the whole time. I can never say it to Eric.
I just want to.
And Jean Grey's like, well, I know because I know everyone's sexuality.
Where is Jean Grey in this story?
Also, we've never seen her. Have we ever seen her with a diamond on her head?
No, we've never seen her, period.
Yeah, what's going on?
Is it just like we have no idea what to do with Jean? We're just going to pretend like we're just not going to tell her about this and hope she doesn't find out.
Yeah, that's weird. All right. Well, that was Immoral X-Men. I feel like we need to get a little more long. I think by the time we get to Nightcrawlers, I'll be more excited about it. Right now, I just feel like this is more just establishing what's going on 1,000 years.
Setting the pieces up for the big Act 3.
Speaking of a book that I just strangely think is great now, which I never thought would be happening, is Wolverine.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Of where Wolverine Beast has a bunch of beasts making a bunch of Wolverines and going around a rogue attacking people for the cause of Krakoa, even though Krakoa wants him dead. And he's like, well, I'm just really helping you. I'm a you. And I like how they did put out how he's like, oh, I follow the utilitarian philosophies of like, it doesn't matter how many people die. If it's for the greater good, then it's worth it.
He's such a cock. What a villain. He is walking around being like, well, I'm the better person.
But also, he's also created these clones, and he won't get close to them. And he's like, they need to know that they can't, that I'm the leader and I'm the best one. And I'm like, well, that just seems like a revolt waiting to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Which is so funny because we compared him to Sinister when he did this cloning thing in the first place. And that is a very sinister outcome in terms of cloning yourself, is they all turn on each other.
They turn on each other, especially when
they made
you're
an event out of
evil. And especially when it's all about, I'm doing what's best and I know better than everyone else. That is inherent in all of the clones you have. So they're all going to turn on each other, dummy. But I'm really into it. And Beast is just going out with these Wolverines, just murdering everybody. Here's the problem, though, is it looks like one of the... So Wolverine, I do like Wolverine comes into the council and just fucking throws the head of Beast. And he's like, what the fuck is this about? And they're all like, ooh, oh no.
He's given such big dick energy in this scene.
And then he's like, you gave him carte blanche. And Xavier's like, Logan, let's please talk about this privately. And he's like, carte blanche my ass. And so he's just like, you guys figure it out. I'm going to go find him and just fucking murder the fuck out of him. So bye.
I just love that Logan is like, obviously that first murder wasn't it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he knows.
So good.
He knows. And but Beast knows he's coming. And so it's just weird where he's like trying to help Krakoa, but Krakoa is now against him. The other thing is he has the Cerebro sword, and I thought the Russians had the Cerebro sword.
Yeah, that.
When did that happen?
Figure that out. Did he get it at like the auction? I don't know.
And I still wish there was a little more resolution of what's going on with Colossus and his brother.
We're just never going to get to that, are we?
Yeah, I'm like, can we just get to that he's like an undercover agent and then move on?
Probably after Sins of Sinister.
Hopefully. And then we have Maverick.
Yeah, but I have to... I don't know. He impressed me in this issue.
He did impress me, but I just wish it was somebody else. I wish it was someone else. Like, who's another anti-hero that's better? Oh, who's the one from Morocco with the adamantium skin?
Oh, yeah. He'd be great.
What's his name? Solemn. I'd rather something more like that than Maverick.
Well, I think there is something to the parallel of Weapons of X, which is what Beast is doing with the cloning and the creating of weapons, and Weapon X, which is the program that Logan and Maverick were in together.
You're right. I guess I get it.
Bring in Sabretooth. Bring them all in. Silver Fox. All of them.
I'd rather it be like...
Who are the other?
What's the one that's in Rogue and Gambit that in the first... what's her name?
Lady
Deathstrike. Yeah. That would be more fun.
She's cool. She's cool. And of course, from the Morrison run, you could throw the Stepford Cuckoos in there.
What if you have
no, they weren't. They were Weapon
or
Plus,
just get the dog, cat, and what was the other one?
Oh, we three. The rabbit.
And the rabbit. Get those three in there.
Don't do that. Don't trigger me emotionally like that. I need a warning.
Or even get X-23 back. Or what is she? Is she Wolverine?
Oh my God. So can I tell you, I just saw a photo of Daphne Keane, the actress that played X-23 in Logan.
Yeah.
She's in, what is it? Her Dark Materials, whatever that show is called. His Dark Materials.
Yeah.
But I just saw a picture of her. She is all grown up. And let me tell you, she is the spitting image for Laura King in the comics.
Bring it on.
If she is not in Deadpool 3, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wasn't there just a thing where they just listed all the people that were going to be in Deadpool 3?
Oh, did I miss that?
Yeah, I think they Deadpool 3 cast characters. There was one where it was just like an image where it just I can't find where it is. But it was just like an image like these are the people that are going to be, but I can't remember where it's from, so I don't know how reliable it was.
Fake.
No, it did have. I mean, looking at the cast now, it does have all the same people listed, but who knows? When does that come out?
No, these Marvel dates?
Is that considered an MCU? Is that considered an MCU movie?
It is. It is. It's part of the official phase.
Okay.
5, 6, whatever.
All right. Shall we move on to Rogue and Gambit?
Rogue and Gambit, sugar.
Oh, sugar.
Issue number 2, sugar.
So we have Destiny is like, you need to help Manifold.
Because he needs to save Krakoa somehow from something that's coming.
But Manifold is like, I think Destiny's a complete cunt, and I'm not
full
gonna
of shit, just
her.
like Brand was.
So I'm not going to listen to you. And they're like, and he's like, well, maybe if you help me out on this other mission where mutants are being captured. But then it looks like, lo and behold, they wanted Manifold all along and captured Manifold and depowered Rogue and Gambit. I hate that plot device. Please stop depowering people. There are 2 comics right now where people
2
where the characters are being depowered.
Yeah.
This is called the X-Men, about people with magic powers. Why do you think we want to read them without powers? I think everyone's like, oh, remember when Storm didn't have powers? And you're like, well, that's Storm.
Hated it.
Do you think all of these other people... And do you know what? When Storm lost her powers, it was cool. But we waited 5 fucking years for her to get her fucking powers back. And we wanted it really bad. Do you think we want to see that again? No. So
torture. I don't want to go through that again.
But Rogue and Gambit basically are just like walking along, going to, like, I guess they're heading to Vegas, fighting about their relationship. I like they have this, like, she did this interview, a magazine interview.
Yeah.
And the person is totally like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so you're on the rocks with your boyfriend. She's like, all right, I'm out of here with your husband. Yeah. But
which, do you know, I had the same experience when I was on a press junket for a movie called Crazy in Alabama, directed by Antonio Banderas, starring Melanie Griffith. I went to a press junket and everyone asked Antonio Banderas about what's the coolest thing you've ever done what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for Melanie in bed? Meanwhile, he's like, I just directed my first feature film, you fucking assholes. Yeah. And I only asked questions about the movie and they both liked me. And Melanie Griffith bummed a cigarette off me because back in that day you could smoke in hotel room conference rooms.
Yeah. Hey, what's it like when Melanie Griffith comes? Like, what, you're like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
Also, she should have asked, have you ever seen her John Waters movie?
Oh, which one? Yeah.
Cecil B. Demented.
Cecil B. Demented, yeah.
Is that the last John Waters movie?
No,
I think it is. I think it is.
It is. I had to stand outside movie theaters and flyer for Cecil B. Demented with statements that were anti the movie that we were flyering. So the Mel Gibson movie, The Patriot, was out. And so it was something about anti-patriotism. Come see Cecil B. Demented. Like we had to pretend like we were film rebels. Guerrilla marketing.
Best line in that movie is when Melanie Griffith tells Ricky Lake, who plays her assistant, and they're at a hotel, and she's like, was Pat Nixon fucked in this room? And she's like, what? And she's like, can you find out? She's like, you want me to ask if Pat Nixon? She's like, yeah, ask if Pat Nixon got fucked in this hotel room. And then later on, Ricky Lake, she's like, I looked in and Pat Nixon was never in this hotel. She's like, oh my God, you asked? You asked that? You're weird. Anyway, Rogue and Gambit.
Rogue and Gambit walk into a bar. They have a great time. They get into a fight with Black Panther, T'Challa himself.
But before that, we see that Manifold is captured and he's being talked to by some man in a suit. We don't see who it is. What is the reveal? Who is it, Brett?
It is... Why are you doing this to me right now? I can't remember.
No, I don't know who it is.
Oh.
No, I don't think they showed you. It? No. That's why I'm trying to, like, who do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know. Graydon Creed. Did we do that already?
Well, Graydon Creed is in the Exiles.
Well, then I
feel like Peacock Man has happened, and then what's his name is dead. Who's the one left? That Agent Brand killed? Who did Agent Brand kill? Who's always bothering the X-Men?
What?
That politician guy. What's his name?
Yeah. Henry Peter Gyrick.
Yeah, Gyrick. So I'm just like, who else could it be?
I know who. Like, who's it going to be? Senator Kelly?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who is it? What human jerk is it?
I will say this. In the battle with Black Panther versus Rogue and Gambit, not fully powered yet. Gambit, I would question...
It's a questionable move.
The questionable move. I just felt that Gambit wouldn't do this. I feel like the Gambit in Excalibur would never do this move.
Yes.
Where he basically sets up the place to explode and ties the cook to the stove, forcing...
knowing Black Panther would
save her. I still think that's a little fucked up. I just don't...
fucked up.
I don't feel that's... It did work, but it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't think he would do that. I question that.
You know who would?
Who?
The Gambit when we first met Gambit, like when Storm was a little girl. That Gambit would have done that.
Yes, but that's not who Gambit is now. So I don't know.
Take away his powers. Look what he reverts to.
I guess. But that was... And then Rogue was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. I think it would have been a way bigger deal.
She was kind of okay with it.
Yeah, that was the other thing that felt weird. I felt she would have been way more mad about it.
I thought a huge fight was coming.
Yeah, I think that was a little...
Did you just do that?
That just threw me off a little bit. Where it's like...
It did throw me off. It was a little gross.
Yeah, that was weird to me. Also, I feel if you're going to throw Black Panther in there, let's have a little bit more of an epic battle.
I know, right?
Let's have your full powers. Like, let's give it to him. Let's see it happen.
Give it to me. Yeah. You know, we're not done talking about X-Men stuff. Oh, and anyway, so Rogue and Gambit go to Forge so they can find Manifold.
Yes.
We did not mention the information that was delivered about new titles that will be part of the Fall of X.
I thought we did that last week.
No, we said that there were, and we were like, but what are they? And now we have information as what 3 of them are.
Okay, I thought we did go into them.
No, because we now know that Astonishing Iceman is going to be a story about Iceman becoming a solo superhero out there in the world. We also know that Realm of X is going to follow Magic, Moonstar, and a few other characters through the 10 realms on a quest for mutant magic.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about... I thought you said we didn't even mention what they were. You're just saying we didn't know what the plots were. Okay,
we have information about them. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, yes. That seems a little boring to me. I did read about that. I was like, ugh. Because that last one...
Very Thory.
That last New Mutants one, where they were like kind of all stuck in limbo and going through all of those things, was a little boring to me. So I'm just scared it's going to be similar to that.
It looks like it's created by Nordic artists, Torem Grönbeck and Diogenesis. I don't know how to say these names. I'm so sorry.
Irma Bombeck?
Yes, Irma Bombeck. So it could be good Asgarding. You know,
who is? I just saw there was Magic and Mirage.
Yeah, we don't know who else.
And who? I need to know who's on the team for me to get excited. And then Iceman, I need to know who's he? Where's the love? Who's the love interest?
Who's he fucking?
Who's he gonna fuck?
And then Dark X-Men. Would you like to know the lineup?
I think I looked at a thing with it, but go ahead and give it to me.
Because I sent you the image, girl.
Yeah,
it is. So it's Madeline Pryor's team. So
yes, that's the one you sent me.
We said like that her whole limbo thing in New York was some sort of setup for something. So she's got her own X-Men squad. We are looking at Zero from Generation Hope. That whole talk of like the uadone protein, I forget how to say that name, in Sins of Sinister, the thing that keeps growing everywhere, that's based off his powers.
Yeah.
He was one of the 5
Which
lights.
was just a ripoff of Akira, the Japanese anime.
LCD and LCD was the little girl. I forget the name of the cyborg Wolverine, but it looks like we have him.
Mm-hmm. We have Havoc.
Do you remember them?
I don't.
Fuck. Yeah, we have Havoc, which I think that was the heart of our conversation last week, was like, what's happening with Havoc? And we're like, oh, maybe he's going to do something with Maddie.
Yeah.
LCD and Albert. Albert, how could I forget that? LCD and Albert. That's Albert, the cyborg Wolverine.
Where were they from?
They were supporting Wolverine characters. They were like Wolverine villains.
Okay.
We have somebody who I really never hope to see ever again, Azazel.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this to me? Can we retcon the Draco? What was that? The Drago? That story where Nightcrawler had there was like all these other Nightcrawler brothers and sisters, and they were part of this ancient thing, and it was awful, and it ruined Nightcrawler.
Is Azazel his dad or?
Yeah,
okay.
and it was the worst story ever.
Yeah, and then we have Penance, or is that? No, that's not Penance.
No, that's better. That's Empath.
It's
girl.
Empath, yeah. But
I'm excited about.
But I have a question. I thought, were they all separated out? Wasn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure. Who knows? Krakoa, Resurrection. Who knows what the hell? How did she absorb the twins? We never even got to that.
And we have Angel, who's like looking in his dark angel form, which I still need some resolution with him and Psylocke.
She's a lesbian. There's your resolution.
Well, I know, but I don't know. I want to do just a full on soap opera where it's like there's no battling.
Oh, yeah.
It's just all the inner workings of all the relationships. Give
and
it to
Angel's
me.
like, you're a lesbian, huh? Touch it.
But that's the other thing. Can you imagine? But that's the thing is he fell in love with her when she was in Conan's form.
Right.
So I find all of that just very interesting of being like, can you imagine seeing someone that has the same personality of the person you fell in love with, but now they look completely different and they're eating pussy?
But also, what's his relationship to Quanon? We've never explored that.
But then that's the other thing of then it's like, oh, here's this person who my dick's been in you, but you don't even know who I like, but I don't know who you are. You're a different person. Those are the things that I feel there's a lot of interesting thing to play with. Play with them, people. Play with them.
You're a lesbian? Play with it.
There's another X-Men adjacent thing. Rather than doing new music, I think we can just bring it in there, which is the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, I didn't read it yet.
Oh, well, then now we're even because I didn't read it when Polaris was in it.
I know.
And so I read the next one.
Is this one good?
It is. I got caught up. This one we finally see what Darcy is running from.
Okay. Oh, that's how the last one ended. Yeah.
And it looks like it's the Bacchae, Bacchae. It very seems kind of like the Wonder Woman ladies.
Okay.
What was it? Thermos?
Well, the Amazons.
The Amazons. It's like a group of these ladies, and Darcy went in, and apparently there's a sect of them that's especially brutal and just murdering everybody. And she went in to kind of expose them and then got caught and then ended up killing one of them. And so this one head, so the head of them is like, all right, I know they're awful and I hate them, but unfortunately, if you kill one of them, I have to kill you.
Rules is rules.
So that's the rules. Even though I know they're awful and I know she's terrible and I know she probably deserved to die, but that's the rules. And so Scarlet Witch and her were just like battling it out. And so the battle happens, and she kind of teleports her away into her. She teleported. It looked like it was in the WandaVision town.
Oh, fun!
And she was like captured there, but then she kind of escaped that and was off to get them. So that was kind of fun. I like it. It's good.
That's fun. Yeah, it's so Steve Orlando writes it, and he's also he wrote Marauders, and he's also writing Astonishing Iceman.
Yeah.
Which a gay man writing that book.
But here's the thing is like, and I will give credit when credit's due. I think this book is fun. I just find it amazing that someone could write this fun book and then write Marauders, which I absolutely detest. But I'm glad about that because now I can't be like, oh, I have nothing against you. It's really just this particular book. It's not like you as a writer. I just don't like how you did this one book.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to kill yourself.
Yeah. Also, he's pretty sexy in person.
All these goddamn gay comic book writers are always hot. It's unfair.
Oh, well.
You know how I feel about hot, talented people?
I know. I hate them.
It's like you need to be mean. Like when I meet a really hot, talented gay guy.
You better be mean.
And they're a dick, I'm like, yes, that's what's wrong with you. But if they're like, oh, hey, what's going on? And they're really cool. And you're just like, no. oh, you're nice and sweet and hot and
fuck
talented. Go fuck yourself.
Why don't we talk about some TV and movies?
Hit the music.
I always feel like I'm watching a comic movie or TV.
All right.
Should we just do a quick Yellowjackets check-in?
Yes, I binge watched all of
damn.
Yellowjackets in 1 week.
Are you okay?
I had a
'Cause
dream.
that's
Well, it did.
dark.
It did culminate with a dream where I was stuck in the cold and ate my pet cat. I don't have a pet cat, but I did start ripping apart this cat and eating its pieces because I was
That's dark.
stuck in I was stuck in a cabin in the cold and had to eat a cat. Luckily, I did not eat people. That was the problem with this show. Is you're like, they're going to start being cannibals. So the whole time you're watching, you're like, are they going to eat people today? Are they going to eat people today? And you're just waiting for them to eat people. And I will tell you, when they do eat people, it's fucking creepy as fuck.
It's wild. So this season finally brought us cannibalism. It happened when they were trying to cremate their dead teammate and classmate, Jackie, who they let freeze to death outside.
But instead of burning her, they roasted her to just
By
a
accident, 'cause
crispy, well done.
Snow fell on the fire, putting the fire out right when she was, I would say, at a medium well.
Yeah. And they just went out and fucking ate her. And I liked how it was contrasted with this dreamlike scenario of them all as like Roman gods.
At a bacchanalian feast.
Exactly. Like eating this. And then I also love that the gay coach with who got his leg chopped off, like just shuts the door like, well, this isn't good.
Well, because two things. One, I'm not crossing that line.
And two, they're going to eat me.
I'm probably next.
Yeah, they're going
right?
to fucking eat me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I would totally be thinking that. They're going to fucking eat me.
But it was just crazy that they were so attracted. They were sleeping and they woke up because it smelled
like a
so
barbecue.
good. Yeah. And they went outside and they couldn't control themselves. They just started devouring.
Yeah. It's fucking so dark and sad, but I love these adult actresses. I got into it. I got really mad with someone was just like, yeah, I feel like Christina Ricci isn't serving in this. And I was like, go fuck yourself. She's amazing. Are you kidding?
She's incredible.
And also putting her with Elijah Wood, two child actors, two short child actors, and
can we talk
that are crazy?
I'm sorry, who starred in the Ice Storm together in the late 90s?
Yes. Were they were brother and sister in that though, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that. Yes.
Yes. When Elijah Wood's character shows up, they had been building his presence for a while because he was an online amateur detective who was interested in the death of the woman the man who Shauna killed. When he shows up at the healthcare facility, the medical facility, the nursing home that Christina Ricci works at, just how you could just already see how creepy and weird and cute and funny he's going to be. I think he's either going to be a real danger or he real dead.
I have a feeling. I feel it's actually what I want is I think he's going to find out the murder stuff, but then he's going to be like, I'm in. I'll join you. Let's fuck.
Do you think he suspects Christina Ricci though?
Oh yeah. Oh, I think he's onto her this whole entire time. I think he's playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Her. I think he's playing her.
For sure.
However, he's going to fall in love with her and then be like, I was going to expose you, but I actually love you. And then I think what's going to happen is she's going to love him, but then she's going to maybe overhear something and then mistake, and then she'll probably end up killing him.
Yeah, I mean, this is all going towards she's going to kill him.
And this is the thing that I really like is all of these characters, they grow up and they're all completely, utterly disturbed, but they also know how to survive.
Yes.
Like they have this survival instinct that kicks in with them.
You can't futz with them.
And the one I feel the most sorry for is the senator. What's her name?
Yeah, the one who, Taissa.
Taissa, she fucking has like a complete multiple personality disorder when she falls asleep. And I'm just like, you need to not run. Like her partner is like, you need to like not run for this Like, you need to not be the senator. And I'm like, I agree with her. I feel like the fact that when
She
you
does
fall
not
asleep
agree with her, though.
But she's like, but the fact when you fall asleep, you wake up and kill dogs and sacrifice them. I have a feeling like that's probably going to bite you in the ass at some point.
But what also bit her partner in the ass is, so I haven't seen the last episode. You're one episode ahead of me. But when I last saw the show, she called Thaisa out for this condition and the fact that she hallucinated her son coming over to visit. She called the partner, said, the kid's over here. I had nothing to do with it. The kid's playing with the dog. The partner comes over. She's like, all right, where's the kid? And then the school calls, is like, why aren't you picking up the kid? And she's like, you're fucking crazy.
But here's the thing. When she came to the house, she was asleep. And that's the interesting thing, is that she fell asleep. That other person, I'm wondering, like, was she that other person when she called her?
Yeah, I don't think so, because it was like she was looking at the who knows?
I find of that very interesting. And also there's a monologue that Melanie Haskell, what's her character's name? I don't remember any character's name.
Juliet Melanie Linsky's character,
Melanie Linsky, Shauna. So don't get on me about not remembering characters' names. I don't remember any of them. Shauna, she gives this last episode, she gives a great monologue. She basically, there's an episode where she's basically pointing a gun at someone, and they're like, you're some dumb woman, you're not going to kill me. And she gives this monologue of like, bitch, you don't fucking know anything. And Joe, who hasn't been watching it, he was just like reading something while I was watching it. And after her monologue, he just goes, oh, that's good. And he like turned around and started watching. He's like, that was good. I'm like, yeah, she's fucking badass.
She's the most fucked up one, right? We agree on this?
Well, if you look back, I mean, I don't know. They're all really fucked up. They're all
not
fucked
Juliette
up.
Lewis. Juliette Lewis is the only normal one.
But no, but because she was the most normal, she's like become a complete drug addict. She's the one that's least able to function. She's the least functioning one. I mean, in a way, Christina Ricci is the most fucked up one. I'll tell you, this is like in the end of that second episode where you see that Christina Ricci's character is the one who destroys the black box so that no one will rescue them.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And then Christina Ricci is the one that drugs everybody with mushrooms. Like, she is a fucking danger.
Danger. That's why Elijah Wood, he going to die.
Anyway, it's super fun. I just love in fact that they're bringing Lauren Ambrose. It's like,
oh God,
Melanie Linsky, Lauren Ambrose, like they like Juliette Lewis, all of these badass women.
Yeah.
Fucking kicking ass and taking names. I fucking love it. I love it.
When they walked into their high school reunion together at the end of season 1. It
was great. Yellowjackets, if you haven't watched it, it's super fun.
Yeah, but you need to be on Showtime streaming platform, which is why no one watches it.
But I will say, just wait for all the episodes to air and then do that free week and then just binge it all in 1 week.
Hell yeah. You know who else is a badass woman?
Who?
Princess Peach.
Princess Peach. Oh, it's a me, Mario.
Oh, it's a me with Super Mario Brothers
Super
movie
Mario
review.
Brothers movies debuted. This movie, if you like the Super Mario Brothers, it's going to be a great thing. If you don't, well, I hate to break it to you. This movie, fucking almost 400 million globally, 200 million in the US. There's going to be many more of these movies. There's going to be
we love
Yoshi
Mario.
movie. And I'll tell you this. I play, other than Cupheads, all of the video games I play are all Mario games. I'm pretty much just like Mario games. And it just...
Wait, you played Cuphead?
Yes, I still play Cupheads. I'm on the second, the delicious last course.
Oh, girl, I beat that shit.
But I'm now getting S ranks and everything. Have you gotten have you gotten the cursed relic and made it the divine relic?
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh,
you
so
don't
you're
know?
going deep. You're going
Oh,
deep
yeah.
after your first victory?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know we had that in common.
Yeah. Oh, I love Cupheads.
I love Cuphead.
All right. Well, when you come to visit, we'll do some we'll Cuphead it.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but other than that, I play like Super Mario Brother 3D, Super Mario Brother.
Yeah.
I play Mario
this,
Kart.
This is a Mario household, girl.
So
I
love all those Mario
Rainbow
games.
Road, honey.
And so when I was watching the movie, there's a ton of Easter eggs. However, if you do not know anything about Mario games, this is a pretty bad movie.
So who doesn't know anything about Mario games, though?
No, but I mean, literally
Let's
to the
call them
point
out.
where they're like, oh my God, the road, it's going to end. We're just jumping off the road on our carts. Up and we landed on Rainbow Road. And then everybody started cheering. And I turned to Joe and he's like, who the fuck cares? He's like,
Oh.
What?
Oh, it's Joe.
I know, but it is true. But it is like they're making these epic.
It's not for him.
No, but I'm telling you, but they're making these epic moments with no explanation. So it's like, yay, we're on Rainbow Road. But if you don't know what Rainbow Road is, you're like, well, I don't get it. Like they're literally making
the same Rainbow Road as from the video game, the one that everyone loves. You wanted that?
No, but they do need to establish of like maybe the Rainbow Road should mean something. This movie has
Is it gay?
no plot.
Is it gay?
Is what gay? The Rainbow Road? Yeah,
Rainbow Road.
the road talks and is like, girl.
It's Danny the Street.
Yeah, it's Danny the Street. But no, the movie just has no plot. It literally is like, uh-oh, we're in the mushroom world. Here's all the toads. Uh-oh, let's go to
I'm sorry.
Bowser world. Uh-oh.
Is
let's
the plot
go to-
not that they have to save Peach from Bowser? That's
No,
not
they
the
have to
plot.
save Luigi. Peach.
Oh,
Luigi is the one that's
That is
captured.
so 2020s.
And but
Yes.
here's the thing is he first has to find Peach and then he's like, I need to find Peach. And then he's like, she will never talk to you. You're a weird human. And then he's like, no, please. Then he goes, Peach. And she's like, what? And then she starts battling him and he's like, no, you have to help me find my brother. And she literally goes, oh, okay. What? Like
Lazy.
It's the laziest writing. And then the whole thing is then she's like, all right, well, before we go, you need to learn how to do certain moves and you need to learn how to do the one-ups and get the power. And so she opens up a Mario Kart level and there's a whole montage of him learning how to jump and break blocks on the Mario level. So there's just like an epic animated Mario level, which once again, if you are into Mario, you'd be like, oh, that's really cool. But plot wise, you're like, this is stupid. So
What
I
is
was,
this? Yeah.
I was enjoying like all of the Easter eggs and like, oh, that's fun. So it was like, oh, this is fun. But as a movie, stupid. Like it just was like, so I mean,
Yeah.
if you like Mario stuff, I'm sure you'll watch it and have a grand
You'll
old
love it.
time. But it is not well written. The plot is like, I mean, can you guess what is it going to take for them to beat Bowser? What is it going to take? Can you guess?
They have to jump on a flagpole?
No, I'm at what block do they need to break and get something to beat Bowser?
Oh, the star.
Yes. It's just everything is just so obvious. I will say Bowser.
But do they play the music?
They do.
Oh, and I'll go crazy.
I know,
I'll go
but
crazy.
Bowser, Jack Black is Bowser. It steals the show. He's the best thing in the whole. There's a whole musical number that he does called "Peaches, Peaches, Peaches," but it sounds like he's saying "bitches, bitches, bitches," and I think that's on purpose.
He is.
He's like
Nice.
bitches, 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 and he steals the show. He kills it in every single thing he's in. I almost wish the movie was just told from his point of view. And Charlie Day plays Luigi, and he is really fucking funny too.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I will
I'm
say
in.
Chris Pratt and
fine.
Anya Taylor-Joy, they're playing it just fully straight. And I will say I was not
Yeah.
bothered because it wasn't the Mario voice and he's from Brooklyn. It's made sense that he wouldn't talk like a weird Mario
Yeah,
voice.
you can't do that for 2 hours or whatever it is.
They do have an opening where they do a commercial in those accents, like a plumbing commercial, and that part's really funny.
That's fun.
And I will
That's
say the
fun.
opening before they get to Mushroom World, I was like, "Oh, this is really good." And then Joe's turning to me like, "The storyboarding is terrible." And I'm like, "All right, shut up. It's
All right, shut up.
It's fine." And then they get to Mushroom World, and then all of the bad writing and bad plotting happen. I'm like, "Oh, damn. All right, it's bad."
I'm still gonna see
But
it.
it looks really cool. They go to Donkey World, and that's where all of the carts are made. They choose all the carts. There's a part where they're literally scrolling through to choose the body and the wheels and the glider.
Love.
Like, so those parts are really fun. I just wish they got a better writer to incorporate all of this together. So that's my opinion. But who am I going to say? Whatever. My opinion doesn't fucking matter because it's just a long commercial and everyone's going to eat it up and they're going to make a million more of these movies.
All I want is him doing the star and go dun 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 dun. That's all I want.
But it's not. It's a redone version of that tune.
No.
To like an epic, like yeah.
Oh, I bet I would love it.
Kind of, yeah, kind of like
bum 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 bum, and then the horror version. Bum 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 bum.
They do bring back all of the when they're in the certain areas. Like there's a part where they go to Bowser's ship, and it's like bum 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 bum. Yes. So I was like, oh yeah. Like they do all of those. So those are the parts where you're like, oh yeah, and that kept me going. But when I saw it with people,
but those in between those moments, agony.
Yeah, but there were two people that did not play any Mario games, and they were like, "Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on." Like, yeah, so it was definitely made.
Well, that's what you get for being idiots your whole life. That's what happens when you got no culture.
All right. But yeah, I will say this: I thought the animation was really cool looking, and I thought it looked really cool, and I liked it. Joe apparently said the storyboarding was bad, but I thought it was fine. But what do I know?
Not as much as Joe, who is a professional storyboarder.
I know. That's the problem is when you live with someone, you spend your life with someone who storyboards everything. So he cannot look at something without seeing how all he sees is how the camera is moving and how everything is set up and how all the shots are. That's how he views everything. And it's a burden for him. And for me, to be honest,
the world, and frankly, and if I may be so bold, and for me too, the whole world is one big storyboard to Joe.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Well, we did it, friends.
We did it. Is there anything new coming out? When's the next Marvel thing coming out? Is it Guardians of the Galaxy or is it Secret
Guardians
Wars?
of the Galaxy, May 5th. Or May 4th if you're a Thursday
less
queen.
Less than a month away. Woo!
I know. I'm seeing it in IMAX in Chicago with my friend whose favorite Marvel character of all time is Rocket Raccoon.
Okay.
And has a like weird emotional connection to Rocket Raccoon.
All right.
And is convinced that Rocket Raccoon is going to die in this movie.
Okay, so you're gonna have to be doing some emotional
I think support. I will really be there. I'm an emotional support animal. Yeah. I'm an emotional support otter.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that, and look forward to as we dive into the ends of Sins of Sinister and the beginnings of Fall of X, all coming soon, and will be coming as well every day as we masturbate. I don't know what I'm talking about. But speaking of coming, do you read comics, Brett?
I do. Why do you ask?
I don't know. I read comics too, and I've discovered because you read comics and I read comics, I think if anyone reads comics, well, then that makes them queer.
The evidence is empirical.
Bye.